What a fortunate fellow. Beginning in the winter of 1982, my byline here was first delivered with the Sunday Times to the breakfast tables of the city. Now here comes the handle to turn this faucet off with my valedictorian feature, the last one for me. Don't worry, though. Now and then isn't going away. Frankly, at the age of 81, I am tired, but only somewhat. Increasingly, my head is turning. I yearn to again paint and make music, pleasures I had more time for a half-century ago. Certainly, my best fortune has been the frequent one of meeting many readers and being introduced by them to subjects often pulled from their own collections. Thanks largely to them, I have gathered a sizable archive, which I am now beginning to file and interpret for transfer to two scholarly institutions that I have used repeatedly. My negatives and slides are headed for the Seattle Public Library, the Voice of the People, the Vox Populi. My film and video, shot and collected, will get an appropriate new home in the University of Washington Library's Northwest Collection. I once lived in their halls and am now returned with a plethora of cared-for subjects, often attached with carefully devised captions. I'll continue to encourage others to place their archives with mine in the hands of skilled librarians for sharing with the community. For this week's then photo, Jean Sherrard has chosen what was this Sunday feature's first now. I snapped this shot at the southeast corner of Pike Street and 4th Avenue on what I remember as an unseasonably warm late fall day in 1981. It appeared in Pacific Northwest magazine the following January, the first of about 1,800 now photos, most of which made it into the inside of the magazine's back cover. It's still a cherished location. I learned the name of this coffee server who posed for me, although I doubt then that I knew anything as yet about the name of her profession, barista. As late as 1984, I was still delivering my features to the Pacific Northwest magazine by car, not the internet, and I was still writing them on a typewriter. This sounded already nostalgic. Within 3 years, I was no longer delivering my stories in person, which means I had practically no contact with other Times writers. I was a freelancer and sometimes lonely. I occasionally hung around the Times' wonderfully stuffed library in its old building on Fairview and John. I'm now heading for the piano. Now I ask you, my dear old, at least potential friends, to imagine your own sounds and send them to me. And please also imagine me motioning in your direction with this, my valedictorian wave. Many thanks for your help, your years of help. And let us all thank this newspaper for continuing the Now and Then feature with the vigorous contributions of Jean Sherrard, clearly as fine a writer as he is a photographer, and Clay Eels, a master editor and superb storyteller who has helped me since this weekly feature began in 1982. Many thanks to all old friends and new. In the then photo, with an ironic twist, my first now photo has become my final then photo, taken at the southeast corner of Pike Street and 4th Avenue in late fall 1981. A coffee server at the far right holds a, quote, then print of the intersection. In the now photo, after 38 years, I returned to the corner of Pike and 4th, where Now and Then began. Dorpat, that's me, is stepping away to pursue other interests, but now and then will carry on.